I think this film is about you, and it's about me, and it's about all of us. It's about anybody who's ever pulled on a pair of running shoes or thought about it.
There are a lot of films out there about elite athletes, about iconic events, but this is your story, and we're gonna show it to you in a way that's never been seen before.
We're on a quest to find out, what is it that ties us together as runners? What makes us the same?
It's about the reasons why we run and the bond we share with other runners.
That's what this film's about.
You can stand at the start of a big marathon and you can run the same course as the greatest runners in the world. You can't do that anywhere else.
Maybe we're all a little crazy, or maybe we just are tapping into something more human.
Oh my goodness, running is my thing. I really like running just to get from point A to point B. It's transportation.
We've accomplished so much so far in this project, but we still need help.
When we kicked off this project back in 2013 at the Portland Marathon, we set out to do 3 things.
The first thing was to find our characters. Like any story, characters are the most important thing.
We found 4 super interesting, unique people that we had to get to know.
We need to find the 5th, and that's the way you guys can help, is by nominating them through one of our pledge levels.
You know, the second thing we set out to do was to identify and begin to interview people from within the running community. And we've started to do that. We interviewed Bart Yasso. We got an impromptu interview with Dean Karnazes, ultramarathon man. We've interviewed academics, elite runners, race directors, people from the running community, to really add some color and some specific insights into these things that we think connect us as runners.
The real heart of this film is going to be interviews with you at events, on the trail, at your run club.
Because the reality is, it's the rich tapestry of stories that you have that underpins everything that we're doing. We really can't tell a story about runners without going to where runners are, and they're all over the world. So what that means is that the biggest chunk of our budget is travel.
Another big expense for us is the equipment. You've seen the majestic aerial shots that we've captured with just a little GoPro and a little quadcopter, but you know, we want to take that, we want to ratchet it up so we can carry a larger camera with better dynamic range. And what that will do is it'll give us the same production value we're getting with our ground level shots, with our aerial shots. Plus, flying time's a big issue for us. Currently, we can only fly for about 4 minutes at a time. And that's just not realistic when you're making a movie. We need to be able to fly 20 minutes at a time. We need a second camera because there's a lot to cover during these races. Our window for production is pretty short, right? We've got the spring to the fall. And in order to cover all this ground and to tell all these stories in this short amount of time, we need multiple crews. When you factor in the aerial footage, Unit A, Unit B, you know, that's a lot of equipment and it's expensive. As filmmakers, we live in an exciting time. There's so many ways to distribute your films these days. We want to go the film festival circuit and bring it to you in every city possible. This film is meant to be seen on the big screen.
So this project really is a labor of love for us. We're filmmakers and runners. So to date we've spent almost $50,000 of our own money, but the reality is that's only 1/3 of the total budget.
We think we've come up with some really great pledges to allow you to be a part of the film, to be in the film, to travel to exotic locations, and to ultimately see the film.
Some of our Kickstarter levels include entries into these awesome races that are oftentimes hard to get into.
We were out there and we were on the course and we were filming the race, but I so badly wanted to be on the course running with the other runners.
The most gratifying thing is when we're standing on the route or in an expo right with runners, either interviewing them or filming them, and we see the level of enthusiasm there is within the running community for what we're trying to do.
This is more than just a film. It's a movement, and we want you to be a part of it.
This is your story, and we think it's worth telling.